twist ending is the ending of a movie that is different from what most viewers would predicted during the watch. Usually there will be a surprise effect at the final part of the movie. This time, KAUM BEAX will review the first part of 15 best movies of the most brilliant, clever, twisted ending and plot twist that you must watch. Before we proceed to the movie list, do not forget to subscribe, because KAUM BEAX will always update it with good movies that worth to watch. The following are best movies with twist ending according to KAUM BEAX.
Allow me to enlighten you. Tomorrow the world as you know it will end.
Number 1. Gone Girl. Directed by David Fincher and based upon the global bestseller by Gillian Flynn, unearths the secrets at the heart of a modern marriage. On the occasion of his 5th wedding anniversary, Nick Dunn reports that his beautiful wife, Amy, has gone missing. Under pressure from the police and a growing media frenzy, Nick's portrait of a blissful union begins to crumble. Soon his lies, deceits, and strange behavior have everyone asking the same dark question: did Nick Dunn kill his wife? Number 2. Focus. Nicky Spurgeon is an extremely accomplished con man who takes an amateur con artist, Jess, under his wing. Nicky and Jess become romantically involved, and with Nicky's profession of being a liar and a cheater for a living, he realizes that deception and love are things that don't go together. They split, only to see each other 3 years later. And things get messy. Number 3. Sherlock Holmes. After finally catching serial killer and occult sorcerer Lord Blackwood, legendary sleuth Sherlock Holmes and his assistant Dr. Watson can close yet another successful case. But when Blackwood mysteriously returns from the grave and resumes his killing spree, Holmes must take up the hunt once again. Contending with his partner's new fiancée and the dim-witted head of Scotland Yard, the dauntless detective must unravel the clues that will lead him into a twisted web of murder, deceit, and black magic, and the deadly embrace of temptress Irene Ogler. Number 4. The Bourne Ultimatum. Bourne is once again brought out of hiding, this time inadvertently by London-based reporter Simon Ross, who is trying to unveil Operation Blackbriar, an upgrade to Project Treadstone in a series of newspaper columns. Bourne sets up a meeting with Ross and realizes instantly they're being scammed. Information from the reporter stirs a new set of memories, and Bourne must finally, ultimately, uncover his dark past whilst dodging the company's best efforts in trying to eradicate him. Number 5. The Prestige. In the end of the 19th century, in London, Robert Angier, his beloved wife Julia McCullough and Alfred Borden are friends and assistants of a magician. When Julia accidentally dies during a performance, Robert blames Alfred for her death and they become enemies. Both become famous and rival magicians, sabotaging the performance of the other on the stage. When Alfred performs a successful trick, Robert becomes obsessed trying to disclose the secret of his competitor with tragic consequences. Number 6. Watchmen. In a gritty and alternate 1985, the glory days of costumed vigilantes have been brought to a close by a government crackdown, but after one of the masked veterans is brutally murdered, an investigation into the killer is initiated. The reunited heroes set out to prevent their own destruction, but in doing so discover a deeper and far more diabolical plot. Number 7. Trish Yam. Vijay runs a cable TV network in a remote and hilly village of Goa. He lives a happy life with his wife Nandini and 2 daughters. If there's one thing that Vijay cannot live without, it is his passion for watching films. Such is his filmy obsession that he doesn't mind staying up all night at his office binging on TV movies. In a bizarre turn of events, a teenage boy goes missing. He is the son of a headstrong and no-nonsense cop IG Muradeshmukh, and the Selgaonkar family is the prime suspect. Will a humble and middle-class man be able to protect his family from oppression of the powerful? How the family weathers the storm that ensues during the violent investigation forms the rest of the story, leading to an unexpected and shocking climax. Number 8. August Rush. The story of a charismatic young Irish guitarist and a sheltered young cellist who have a chance encounter one magical night above New York's Washington Square, but are soon torn apart, leaving in their wake an infant, August Rush, orphaned by circumstance. Now performing on the streets of New York and cared for by a mysterious stranger, August uses his remarkable musical talent to seek the parents from whom he was separated at birth. Number 9. Limitless. Aspiring author Eddie Mora is suffering from chronic writer's block, but his life changes instantly when an old friend introduces him to MZT, the revolutionary new pharmaceutical that allows him to tap his full potential. Soon Eddie takes Wall Street by storm, parlaying a small stake into millions. His accomplishments catch the eye of mega mogul Carl Van Leeuwen, who invites him to help broker the largest merger in corporate history. But they also bring Eddie to the attention of people willing to do anything to get their hands on his stash of NZT. With his life in jeopardy and the drug's brutal side effects grinding him down, Eddie dodges mysterious stalkers, a vicious gangster and an intense police investigation as he attempts to hang on to his dwindling supply long enough to outwit his enemies. Number 10. High Tension. Alexia travels with her friend Marie to spend a couple of days with her family in their farm in the country. They arrive late and they are welcomed by Alexia's father. Late in the night, a sadistic insect killer breaks into the farmhouse, slaughters Alexia's family including their dog and kidnaps Alexia. Marie hides from the criminal and tries to help the hysterical and frightened Alexia chase the maniac, and disclose his identity in the end. Number 11. The Body. In the middle of the night, a guard working the night shift at the morgue located deep in the woods has a terrible car accident, and as a result, he is now in a coma, suffering multiple skull injuries and fractures. But what made the guard panic and leave his post in the first place? Furthermore, according to the Register, the body of Make of Hildebrand, a beautiful well-off businesswoman, is mysteriously missing from the morgue. Presumably, Make died of a heart attack. Nevertheless, who signed the death certificate with the autopsy pending? In the end, when in forensic medicine the principle of every death is a homicide until proven otherwise is a basic general rule, finding out who is behind this case shrouded in mystery is going to be an arduous task. Number 12. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is the first film in Columbia Pictures' three-picture adaptation of Stieg Larsson's literary blockbuster The Millennium Trilogy. Directed by David Fincher and starring Daniel Craig and Rooney Mara, the film is based on the first novel in the trilogy, which altogether have sold 50 million copies in 46 countries and become a worldwide phenomenon. Number 13. The Usual Suspects. Following a truck hijack in New York, 5 conmen are arrested and brought together for questioning. As none of them are guilty, they plan a revenge operation against the police. The operation goes well, but then the influence of a legendary mastermind criminal called Kaiser Soze is felt. It becomes clear that each one of them has wronged Soze at some point and must pay back now. The payback job leaves 27 men dead in a boat explosion, but the real question arises now: who actually is Kaiser Soze? Number 14. Fight Club. A nameless first-person narrator attends support groups in attempt to subdue his emotional state and relieve his insomniac state. When he meets Marla, another fake attendee of support groups, his life seems to become a little more bearable. However, when he associates himself with Tyler, he is dragged into an underground fight club and soap-making scheme. Together the two men spiral out of control and engage in competitive rivalry for love and power. When the narrator is exposed to the hidden agenda of Tyler's fight club, he must accept the awful truth that Tyler may not be who he says he is. Number 15. The Shawshank Redemption. Chronicles the experiences of a formerly successful banker as a prisoner in the gloomy jailhouse of Shawshank after being found guilty of a crime he did not commit. The film portrays the man's unique way of dealing with his new, torturous life. Along the way he befriends a number of fellow prisoners, most notably a wise long-term inmate named Red. Those are the best movies with the twist ending according to KAUM BEAX. Which movie do you think had the best twist ending? Do you have any opinion about movies that we have discussed before? Don't forget to comment below. Thank you for watching this video and see you later in the next videos from KAUM BEAX.